So it seems Don Paolo wasn't responsible for the doctor's death in the end. Maybe it really was the Elysium box's fault after all.
Yes, it sounds like the doctor had already collapsed by the time Don Paolo arrived on the scene. Perhaps you're right, Luke. The box could very well contain a lethal element that killed the doctor. But without seeing the box's effect in action, how can we be sure?
Surely you don't mean...
I do, Luke. We must open the box ourselves. It's the only way.
Please, just hold on a moment. Katia? Is there any way I can convince you to let me have that box? It's of vital importance.
Before I do that, I would need to know more first. Why is this box so important to you?
I'm sorry, it's not for me to say. But I must deliver that box to somebody important. I must.
Who is this person?
I can't really tell you anymore, but once I'm done, I'm certain this awful curse will go away forever. The curse will end, and everything will be over and done with, and he'll...
Whatever do you mean, dear? Help! Somebody, anybody, come quick! Somebody else just got taken away to Herzen Castle. The vampire there's gonna suck his blood, and then he's gonna steal his soul. Why did it have to be him? Why? He was such a stand-up guy, too.
What? No! That's impossible! Wait, Katia, where are you running off to? Wow, she left in a hurry. Maybe all that vampire talk scared her. Do you know what she was talking about? I feel like I could only follow half of what she said.
I'm as confounded as you are, Luke. But after our discussion, I am not doubly sure now that this box contains a greater secret. The path to understanding everything lies right before us. While potentially perilous, opening this box... I'll get there eventually. While potentially perilous, opening the box seems to be the only course of action left to us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Then let's take this to our room so we can open the box away from prying eyes. The Professor and Luke decide to head up to their room in the hotel. I like how Krantz was like, Mr. Beluga, no, you can't have it. Hey, random stranger, finders keepers. That's yours. You get to keep that. I'm like, really? Okay. I'll take it. Like, it's just interesting.
Finally, the Elysian box.
We're gonna be rich.
Indeed, Luke.
You guys want to wear a gas mask or something?
No. Huh?
Nothing.
The box is empty, and we're still alive.
How disappointing. Like, Luke.
And it would seem my theory was correct.
What do you mean, Professor?
I was like, what? Oh, the two puzzles we missed. Jars and cans, tug-of-war. We must head back into town and do a bit more asking around. I need to confirm my suspicions. The Professor and Luke decide to look around Full Sense for more information. Grants, he's our man. Good evening, sirs. Please forgive my outburst earlier. That wasn't very professional of me. Not at all. Your testimony was incredibly helpful. Listening to you talk, I got the impression you are well versed in the Herzen family history. Well, I suppose you could say that. When he was still alive, Duke Herzen often favored our fine hotel with his patronage. I have very warm memories of his kindness towards me, even when I was just a lowly bellhop. Back when the Duke was still with us, the whole Fulzens buzzed with energy and activity. The whole of Fulzens. But once the mining stopped and the Duke passed on, our town turned into quite a gloomy place. After his passing, who stepped in to take his place? Did he have any children? As I recall, Mr. Beluga's brother stepped up to take the Duke's place. That's really all I know about the situation, though I've heard our current Duke is quite young. Add on the vampire rumors, which I'm sure you've heard, and you know everything I do. Vampires! Sammy! Hey, yow! It's my main dudes. I don't know what that yow was. That was not good. You're the only reason I didn't catch You're the only reason I didn't catch that bogus charge. To say thanks, I pulled some strings with the museum curator and got him to open the place up for you. It's not much, but maybe you'll find some righteous info in there to help your case. Make sure you check it out.
Hey, Sammy. It got pretty hairy back there for a little bit, didn't it? Still haven't gotten over discovering that Mr. Beluga is actually part of the Herzen family.
Yeah, my uncle never really told me much about it at all. I just know he had some kind of blowout with his dad, the Duke, and decided to leave for good. He did talk a lot about the brother left behind, though. He had a real soft spot for the guy. But now it looks like that gnarly vampire is running around the castle. Hate to say it, but I doubt anyone survived that wicked scared monster moving in.
Diary key.
Diary key. Their access guaranteed, the professor and Luke decide to visit the Herzen Museum again. I gotta make sure that I'm not going too far. Whoa, okay, alright, calm down. Reassembling the pieces of the photo revealed an image of the Elysium box. Sitting on its jewel-encrusted lid was that familiar goat emblem. Shortly after, an unfortunate gust blew away a piece of the photo. But now that I've confirmed the image, I've no further need of the entire photo. I finally understand how the box and the town are related. Having finally seen the photograph in its entirety, Luke and I were just about to return to our investigation when Constable Barton found us. Apparently, the person behind Dr. Schrader's death has been found, and our presence is required at the hotel. I'm anxious to return to my investigation, but I suppose it's not wise to defy the authorities in a situation like this. It came as a great shock to me that Don Palo had been posing as Flora for some time. Not being able to sniff out an impostor of someone so close to me is quite an embarrassment. It seems that poor Flora, the real Flora mind you, has been left in a barn somewhere in Dropstone. I must solve this case quickly and return to Dropstone to pick her up. In his panic to escape Inspector Chelmy, Don Palo left behind the Elysium box. I must confess I never imagined I'd come by the box as I did, but one must never look a gift horse in the mouth. Gift horse in the mouth. Now all I need to do is solve the mystery tied to this box. From what I understand, Mr. Beluga came to town in search of the Elysium box, believing it would lead him to the vast Herzen fortune. Garnier, too, seems to have come to town in search of the box. I'm still baffled as to why so many people are after this little box. I fear that, in order to answer this question, I will simply have to open the box for myself and see. After working up the courage, Luke and I opened the box, but nothing happened. This confirms a suspicion I've had for some time now. I feel this little test has brought me one step closer to understanding everything. However, in order to comprehend the entire matter, I'll need to gather a bit more information. Thanks to a little help from Sammy, we are finally able to enter the Herzen Museum. I'm almost certain that the Elysian box is connected to the Herzen family, but in order to solidify my theory, I'll need to see what else I can find out from viewing the Herzen Museum's collection. Okay. Old diary. New diary. Let's go. We found a new ore down in the ground that Father thinks we can refine into a precious metal. Personally, I doubt we'll be able to turn something as dull and dead as that rock into something of worth. Not that it's stopped Father. The digging has advanced to the point where it's formed a massive crater under the castle. I have visions of the whole castle tumbling down into that abyss. That's always fun. Good night. Most likely die in the morning. Okay. Bop. Why's the museum gotta be so far away? She needs tea! What you need, ma'am? Quite alright, madam. You look a bit fatigued. Oh, there I go again. Spacing out. Sorry, I'm just feeling run down. And thirsty. Business is usually pretty slow at this hour. Maybe I should take a break or something. Your job must be very taxing. Make sure to schedule in some time to recuperate. Oh, it's so nice of you to worry about me, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Handsome. You're right, though. I need to schedule some Ilyana time. Ilyana time? Ilyana. I'm sorry, I'm butchering her name. If you'd like, I think we could fix you some tea. How does that sound to you? Oh, that sounds wonderful. Really want to thrill this girl. Make me something refreshing and sweet. Since you're so sweet, I'm sure you'll have no problem whipping something up that matches. I think we might be able to make something that fits the bill. Let's see. If you're going to brew some tea, make sure it's refreshing and sweet, just like me. Addresses all kind of beauty woes. I don't think she's like, I'm hideous. refreshing and sweet. But we'll go with Radiance, I guess. No. No. No, this isn't what I was after. I wanted something sweet and light, okay? Something like me. I need a hair bow in the tea? I don't know. Combine the ingredients you've gathered to make a variety of delectable teas. Tea ingredients currently in your possession can be found in the box shown on the touchscreen. Tap on an ingredient to learn its name and the properties it give your tea. When you're ready to make tea, tap the ingredients you want to use and drag them into the teapot. You'll need to place 3 ingredients in the teapot before you can start brewing your tea. Keep in mind that you can use more than one of the same herb in your concoctions. Okay, so they're telling me that that is a viable thing. Once you've put your 3rd ingredient in the teapot, the lid next to it will start to wiggle. Place the lid on top of the teapot to start brewing your tea. If your creation turns out tasty, the recipe for it will be added to your list of teas. You can check your list of recipes at any time by tapping the tea set icon. While viewing your list of teas, tap a teacup to see that tea's name and characteristics. Once you find a tea you like, tap serve to give Luke and Layton a taste of what you've made. There are 12 recipes in all. Discover them all to unlock a neat bonus. Apparently, I've never clicked help. Help! There's help. Why does it say help? Help. Okay, there we go. I'm feeling less than my best. Will you make me a tea with oasis leaf, briskberry, and bell tart seed? I think this is the one. That's probably the one. Layton drinks a seeming cup of Bell's Classic, enjoying each warm sip. This is splendid, Luke. This is truly a testament to the restorative power of tea. Now that's a good tea. Layton seems restored and in high spirits. Found a hit coin at the bottom of your teacup. Luke, don't put that in there. Why not take a break from puzzle solving to have a nice cup of tea? Alright. We'll come back to this. We'll just keep going. That's fine. Don't worry about it. That's okay. Gonna go to the museum. Oh, wait. I actually have your tea, though. And you have a puzzle for me. Look at you two, running around and around town like a dog chasing its own tail. Actually, watching you reminded me of a fabulous puzzle I know about dogs. Listen up. I don't want to. Number 109, walking the dog. That's right, we have puzzles we need to do. Is that its tail or its head? I can't tell. A girl takes her dog out. At first, she carries her dog for 10 seconds, but then her dad steps out. At this point, the girl sets her dog down and keeps walking. The dog immediately runs over to the dad, and upon reaching him, he turns around and runs back to the girl. The dog keeps doing this until the dad catches up with the girl. The dog runs at 5 feet per second, and the dad walks at 2 feet per second, and the girl walks at 1 foot per second. How far does the dog run by the time the dad catches up to his daughter? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give this an honest try, but oh buddy. Alright, she is 10 feet away because she walks 1 foot per second. Okay, so we've got 10 feet. And the dad, he goes 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's takes him 8 seconds to get to her. So 5 feet per second. So he goes oh no. No. Okay. We're gonna have to go the other way. This hurts my brain. So much. Wordy problems like this often have a trap buried somewhere in them. Don't get caught up in the wording. The dad walks at 2 feet per second and the daughter walks at 1 foot per second. So for every second that passes, the distance between the two shrinks by 1 foot. Yes. Yes, I am aware. So you go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, but so you go 5. Let's go 5, 10. So he's got 10 feet. And then he's got 9. This is how much the dog has run. So, I'm not phrasing this well. I don't even know. Do I just look it up? You know? Because no, we gotta pay the toll. We gotta pay the toll because if we're gonna burn through all our hint coins and not get the answer, that's just how this goes. The father sets out 10 seconds after his daughter. The daughter walks at the rate of 1 foot per second, so she's already 10 feet ahead of her father when he starts walking. Using what you've heard from this hint and the last one, you should know that the father catches up to his daughter in 10 seconds. Yes. The dog runs at a rate of 5 feet per second. The father catches up to his daughter in exactly 10 seconds. "5 feet per second. So 10 times 50? I'm not understanding this correctly. Why are there 3? Why are there 3?
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
I don't feel good about it. But we didn't have to look it up. Perfect. The dog will have run 50 feet in total. According to the puzzle, the dog runs for the entire time it takes for the father to catch up with his daughter. Since the daughter has a 10-foot head start and her dad gains on her at a rate of 1 foot per second, he'll catch up in 10 seconds. The dog is running at a rate of 5 feet per second, so the answer must be 50 feet. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Don't try to explain it. It makes sense, but for somebody else, my brain's like, it's just magic. Okay, that's what math is. It's just magic. Oh, nice work, you two. You guys run around like dogs, but you've got it going on upstairs too, don't you? No, that's just hamster. If you both love running around so much, I won't stop you. Besides, it's fun to watch. Cinder horse. This is the thing that's burnt. But also, is that a seahorse you want me to put in the tea? Alright, we gotta leave. We gotta come back. Don't you need tea? Make sure to stay in town. Trust me, the forest beyond full sense is bad news. You want tea. Let me give you tea. Okay, well, I should have everything I need for tea now. Are you here to deliver that sweet, refreshing cup of tea that I asked for? It's probably different for everybody, because that would make the most sense. I think she was upset. I didn't read it, but I saw that the text was a little different. She just does not want her tea. Fine, we'll go to the shop guy. Nobody wants tea right now. Fine. Fine. I see how it is. Well, I mean, the lady at the... She wants tea. What do you want? Huh. Now, how did that recipe go again? Having trouble, dear? Kinda. Trying to remember all the things Mom said would help a cold, but I forgot them. Let's see, I need clover and some kind of leaf and... Oh, phooey, there's one more. Sounds like your mother was talking about ingredients for tea. I think with what you've told us, we might be able to make a cup for you to try if you'd like. Really? That'd be great. Good, let's see. We'll need the 2 ingredients you mentioned, plus something that works on colds. D I'm after has some clover, some kind of leaf, and something that works on colds. You got all that?
You got all that, how sweet I ain't.
Okay. Clover. Some kind of leaf. And something that's good for colds. Root remedy. That's what you wanted. Okay, well. Okay, we already had that one. Yeah, okay. Root remedy. Yummy. Marina smiles wildly. She seems restored and cheerful. Thanks, mister. This tea is great. It makes my tummy feel all warm inside. I'm gonna try making this for my dad. Sometimes when I look at him, he seems so old and tired. Maybe the garlic fumes from his shop are playing funny tricks on his eyes.
He doesn't want tea. Why don't you want tea?
Alright, to the museum. Duke, do you want tea? Probably not. I see him to go so much trouble with the mitts on a piece of garbage. This guy puzzle? He's got a puzzle. Name's Gregorio, and I love chess like mice love fancy cheese. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was. If you can solve this little chess puzzle I've set up, I'll tell you what I know about full sense. That sounds fair. Show me what you've got. These voices, they are blurring together. The Knight's Tour 2, number 107. Lead the knight on a trip around the board below. Chess knights move 2 squares forward, 1 square perpendicular on each turn. The initial direction can be up, down, left, or right. Move this knight around the entire board, landing on each square only once. Go, go, go! That one. Oops. Okay. Buddy, we're in trouble. I was like, okay, you don't want to corner yourself. Nice. Nice. Nice.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
Well done. Sharp thinking, sonny boy. Real sharp. Now what was I gonna say? Oh yes, the Herzens. Way back when, Herzen Castle used to be quite the hotspot. The rich folks would throw balls there. Now, though, no one will go near the place. The castle supposedly got a vampire living in it. What I wouldn't give for things to go back to the way they were. Diary key. Diary, 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 diary. Today is a day to celebrate. At long last, the girl I love has agreed to give me her hand in marriage. I must begin preparing for her arrival at once. I'll gladly change out the castle's decor if it will make her feel more at ease here. I'm also commissioning a special dress to be made for her. She's going to look stunning in it. I just know it. The suspense builds. My nose is itchy. Are you Ginkgo? Grinko? Is that Waluigi back there? Who is it? These artifacts reveal the family's long history. Okay, but where do they reveal the hint coins? Only the most valuable items here are. Only for the most valuable items are displayed in here. Hey, if y'all could have a hint coin, that would be just great. Okay. Welcome, friends. I'm Grinko. I'm the curator of the Herzen Museum. We have an extensive collection of artifacts pertaining to the history of this town and the Herzen family. Sammy told me all about you two. I hope you find our resources helpful to your search. Please, feel free to peruse the collection to your heart's content. The professor and Luke decide to explore the Herzen Museum. Feel free to look around the museum if you think anything here may help you in your search. Might help you. Boop. Oh.
This place sure has a lot of stuff. Do you suppose it's the picture of the late Duke?
I believe so, yes.
The old Duke Herzen died a while back and left behind a massive fortune. He's gone. Who is this vampire the whole town's talking about?
Sammy mentioned that Mr. Beluga had an older brother here. I'd say he's likely the man at the heart of all this talk.
But if he's Mr. Beluga's older brother, he would have to be old and feeble by now. So vampires didn't age. This place looks like a fortune teller's house.
Oh. I don't know why that made me jump, but it did. Alright, the one thing here. I see you've taken quite an interest in that picture. After you clicked the entirety of this building. Is this what I think it is? It's a photograph of the entire Herzen family who were responsible for Folsense's legendary wealth. The distinguished older gentleman on the left is Duke Herzen. His youngest son Frederick is in the middle, and his eldest son Anton is on the right. And Frederick, that's Mr. Beluga, the founder and owner of the Momentary Express, is it not? Oh, you know him? Well, in addition to owning a railway, Frederick is a friend of mine and owner of this museum. It's a sad story, really. He cut all ties to his father and left town 50 or so years ago. When he left, he took a small portion of the Herzen wealth and used it to start his railway. Yes, Frederick is quite a study in contradictions. He disliked his father enough to change his name, but he returned to Folsense to found this museum.
Did the feud extend to all the members of the family?
No, Frederick and Anton were always quite close, but their relationship with their father was never the same after that fateful day. What day was that, sir? The day Duke Herzen discovered the vein of gold that brought so much wealth to Folsense. He was a different man after that. Something changed him. Greed, perhaps? Well, yes, that. But there was something more than greed infesting his heart. What do you think it was? No, I think it's best if we end this chat here. It's not my place to speculate about what goes on in the hearts of other people. Of course. Tell me this, though, if you can. Where is Anton now? That's a good question. I've heard rumors that he might still be living in that old castle. But I can't imagine anyone would live in a place so run down that people call it a vampire den. Gracious. Look at how long we've been chatting. I think it's time for me to get back to work. Please, look around for as long as you like.
Guess even rich people have problems, huh? This one's impressive. That's one impressive statue. I guess that must be Duke Herzen, huh?
This entire museum appears to be dedicated to celebrating his achievements, so I'd have to agree.
Wait a second, I thought Mr. Beluga owned this place.
Yes, I believe that's the case.
Isn't it funny that he built this whole place to honor his father? Maybe he's not so bad after all.
I guess go back up if I'm missing something. This scales. I am studying. I am looking. So this is the late Duke Curzon. But we can't look at this. Okay, maybe if I talk to him again. We'll see.